Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm really excited to talk about a product that I received here a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't receive it for free or anything. This video is not sponsored. This is me just buying it because I've heard so much hype about it on YouTube from other people who actually did get it for free that I was like, you know what, this fits in my audience, this fits on my YouTube channel. It's AR, it's obviously goes with VR and stuff like that, and I'm excited and I'm liking what I'm hearing, but I gotta see this for myself. So I decided to buy it for the channel and kind of review it for you guys and see what it's like. And of course I'm talking about the Nreal Air Glasses, as you guys can see here. And these are supposed to be AR glasses that give you a gigantic screen in front of you while using them. And I want to talk to you guys about it. I've been using it for the last couple of weeks, and I've been using it on a variety of different things to let you guys know how it works, whether it be an iPhone, a Steamdeck, a Nintendo Switch, what you might need to get those things to work. All that kind of stuff we're going to talk about in this video. And of course, what my final thoughts are on this thing as well, because I've been using this for the last couple of weeks, and I definitely have some things to say. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so here are the Nreal Air Glasses. Let's go ahead and unbox this together, shall we? And we can take a look at what these glasses actually look like and what comes in the box here. So I'm just going to go ahead and obviously I have already opened these, so I kind of just reboxed it for you guys because I've been using these for the past 2 weeks as I talked about. So these are the nice box that it comes in here. Nice purple box with the glasses there on the front. It says Air on the side, Nreal there. Put that to the side here for a minute. This is the box, of course, that it comes in, just like this, and you kind of just open up the flap, and it pops open just like this. Here in the side pocket, you do have all of the manuals here. This is the instruction guide. You have to make sure when you get these glasses to follow these instructions. You basically have to make sure you update your glasses so it works well with the Switch and all that kind of stuff in the Steamdeck. You just connect it to your computer using a USB cable that you would just connect to your PC, and follow the instructions on the website. That is really simple. You download the firmware and then put the firmware on the glasses. It worked within like 5 minutes for me, so really easy. If you have any questions, you can leave those down below, but it was really simple. So we got that QR code so you can go to the website, and then of course the instruction manual as well. That's it for over here. And then of course you have the glasses themselves. They come in this really nice Nreal pouch, which I really like. And then if we flap this open here as well, if we put the glasses here to the side, it does have some other nose guards here, so if you want to switch it, it comes with the medium one installed, so they have the small and large if you need to swap that out. And then it also has these shades, which we'll talk about in a minute once we're talking about the glasses. And then it also has the prescription inserts kind of sitting right there that it comes with, so you can go ahead, and this is just the prescription lenses, so you can kind of get them installed. Or get your lenses installed on this, so you can bring this to like an eye doctor or something, and they can add your prescription to these. So these are great to have right in the box for all of us who wear glasses, which is fantastic. So I'm going to put this to the side as well. So here are the glasses again, like I said. So really nice carrying case. I really like that it comes with this. Here are the glasses, guys, right here. Now I'm just going to show you what I stuck down in here because it was easier. These are the charging cable that it comes with that you're going to need for a bunch of things, which we'll talk about, of course, while we use the glasses. So those are there. And this little black piece that almost fell out of there, which is how you remove the inserts. So if you'll see a video if you actually need to do it. But I have my prescription lenses in here right now that I'm testing out. Again, I'll be doing this in a future video where I'll talk about the lenses and who I got these from, so you guys know who you can get your prescription lenses from. So make sure to stay tuned for that. So far, they have been a good experience, but I'm still testing them, and I'll have a separate video. But you use this little black piece to kind of remove the nose guard here that is here. So if you want to switch it out to the smaller large, use this little piece to snap it out. So that's what that's for. So don't lose this. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain to get them out. But these are the glasses, guys. Again, these prescription inserts are the top thing, so you wouldn't have that on normally if you don't wear glasses or stuff. So these are a little bit bigger now because I have those prescription inserts in there. Otherwise, it would just be the lenses right behind it. You can see how that sits there. These are the glasses here. This is where the USB-C cable goes right there on the top, right here on this corner. And you can tell that these glasses are really high quality and really well made. They have a really light feel to them. They don't feel too heavy or anything like that. Of course, there's no battery in these or anything. So everything is powered by whatever device is connected to it with the USB-C cable, which is why these are so thin and light, because there's no battery in them. So you don't have to worry about charging the glasses or anything like that, which is great. And of course, what we're here for is the lenses. Now, of course, showing glasses like this in AR is almost impossible because you're not going to be able to see what I see, which is annoying. So I'm going to have to describe what I see because it's really hard to show otherwise. But I do want to talk about how these devices that I talked about before actually connect to this thing so you guys are aware. So again, the Android devices that are compatible with this thing are going to be listed on their website. There's a handful of them. The Samsung Galaxy devices I know are on there, the latest ones. If you had that, it'd be a really, really simple process. You would just connect these right here through the angled USB-C cable right here to the glasses, just like that. And then you would just take the other end of the cable here and plug it directly into your Android phone, and it would download the app, the Nreal app that's on there, and then you'd be ready to go. You'd be able to mirror your Android phone, so everything that's on the phone is shown on the glasses, whether you're scrolling TikTok or whether you're watching Netflix on a giant screen, whatever the case may be, or using the Nreal app to be able to use your phone and track it in AR space. So you can do things like watching a video on the left-hand side but continuing to move your head to the right. But we don't have an Android phone, so we're going to be talking about how it works on a iPhone and stuff. And in order to get an iPhone to work, you're going to unfortunately need two different things. You're going to need the this adapter here from Nreal, which comes just like this, and this is battery, so you're gonna have to charge this, and it lasts about 4 to 5 hours when you're using an iPhone, which is fine. You can obviously use a battery pack to charge it while you're using it if you want to, or battery to charge it if you want to, but it is something else you're gonna have to charge, which is unfortunate, but this is the only way they can get the iPhone to work. So I'm happy that they got the iPhone to work. So it comes just like this. You're gonna remove this piece that's here in the front. We're not gonna need this for the time being. And what you're also going to need, besides this adapter that you need to charge, is this piece right here. If you guys remember this, this is the digital AV cable from the iPhone. This is the official Apple cable, so you're going to need one of these to be able to go in here. And then you're just going to go ahead and plug it in. It slides right in. It's made for iPhone, so it slides right in. And then, of course, you take the USB-C cable that's coming from the glasses. You plug it into this side, just like that. And then you take the lightning adapter right here, and you plug it into your iPhone. Obviously, I'm using my iPhone to record this video, so I can't actually plug it into an iPhone right now. But you just plug it into an iPhone, and then you obviously get that going really easily. You'll see the lights turn on when your phone is plugged in, and then you'll have that working really easily. So it does work very, very easily, but unfortunately, you do need these two accessories, the lightning adapter for AV cable and this Nreal adapter that they came out with. So it's definitely going to add some cost to the glasses, but for me, it was well worth it to be able to grab my iPhone and use this thing and be able to watch videos. So again, what's really cool about this is the fact that you're going to be wearing these glasses, and there's going to be like a 120-inch screen in front of you when you're using an iPhone, and it's going to mirror everything on your phone. So if you're watching TikTok or you're watching Netflix and stuff, it's going to be a gigantic screen in front of you, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm really, really surprised on how bright these glasses actually get. There is a button here on the side that moves the brightness up and down, and you can definitely get the brightness on these things super, super high, which is just crazy. So you can, if you need it like outside or something, you could still see these glasses, which again, I'm surprised on how bright these glasses get. But if you want a more immersive experience, because remember, when you're wearing the glasses like this, that means that it is AR. So you're overlaying the video, like the 120-inch screen, on top of what you see in the real world. So what I'm looking at through the glasses, if I were to put it on right now, I would see my table behind it. So the video would be right in front of it, and you wouldn't see the table behind the video, but everything else around the video you would see, because that's exactly what AR is. But if you want a more VR type experience, that's what these shades are for, and you kind of just pop these up on the front there, just like that, and then this will be like it will black out everything. So the only thing you're going to see now is the 120-inch screen in front of you with nothing from your real world there in the front, which is really cool. So these are really nice to be able to have if you want to just black out everything and not be in an AR space that it came with the package. So again, really hard to show you guys this stuff, so it's kind of just an overview of the glasses and how they work with different devices, because it's hard to give you a view of what they look like in the glasses, but I will try to give you a view here in a second. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is, of course, the Steamdeck here. So I do have a Steamdeck. I've been doing videos on the Steamdeck for a while, and the Steamdeck is a fantastic companion piece to this device. I have my games here kind of ready to go. And all you got to do with the Steamdeck is just like you do with an Android device. It's fantastic. You do nothing but just plug in that cable to the glasses and plug this in right to the Steamdeck on top. You'll see the Steamdeck kind of flicker here in a second. So it's activating with another display. And now you see it is gone. And now you can see that the glasses are showing something. And again, it's going to be hard for you to see, but if you see through the glasses there, you can see my Steamdeck is now showing in the glasses. And I have a 120-inch screen real estate of an OLED screen sitting on those glasses there, as you guys can see. And I'll try to give you a close-up here so you guys can see it even better in there as best as I can. But it's a fantastic experience to be able to have these glasses using the Steamdeck. And of course, now you just have your Steamdeck while you're wearing your glasses in your hands and kind of just playing with the controller like just like this. Or you can connect a Bluetooth controller if you want, but I just use a Steamdeck in my hand while wearing the glasses. And it's fantastic to be able to do this in combination with the Steamdeck and being able to do this anywhere I go, which is just awesome. So Steamdeck, it's a better screen on those glasses, believe it or not, than it is using the Steamdeck handheld, because it is a 1080p screen in there, and it's an OLED screen, unlike this one. So the colors pop really, really nice on there, and the brightness on the glasses is fantastic, like I said. So the other device we got to talk about is, of course, also the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch needs to be docked in order to work with this. So you have two options. You can either use the dock that you guys are used to using on the Switch and use that dock and just take the HDMI cable that's plugged into the dock and then plug it into the piece here. So remember that piece I talked about with the iPhone? You're going to need this exact same thing, not only for iPhone, but people who want to use their Switch as well. So you can unplug this right from here, because you're not going to need the, obviously, iPhone adapter. We can put that to the side, but you're going to need the original thing that this thing already comes with that I removed, and you're going to slide it back right here. So now you have an HDMI out. So if you're using the Switch on the dock, the Switch would be docked in its place. You would plug in the cable right here, just like that, right into there, and then of course the other end would be plugged into your Switch dock, and then everything would be ready to go and everything would work. You would see the Switch on the glasses as usual. You would have the Switch docked, and that's all you would need to do. And of course, you would plug the other end to the glasses right here, just like normal, if you wanted to do that. An alternative you can do if you want to have something more portable, because obviously the dock isn't exactly as portable as it is because of the, you know, how big of the nature it is. You could get this dock right here, which I got. You have this little adapter that I got here that pretend that this is like the Switch dock. That now you can take this a lot easier portably. So what you would do is you would take the white piece, just like before that we talked about. You would plug in the cable right here for your glasses, just like we did for everything else on that side. Then you have the HDMI. The HDMI goes here just like usual on this side. And then instead of plugging the other end to the Switch dock that we're not using anymore, we're plugging it into this quote-unquote Switch dock. So you plug this in right here, just like that. And then you plug this into the Switch, just like that on the bottom. And then you do need one more thing, unfortunately, because of course this thing needs power. It's not going to power itself. It needs the official Nintendo Switch power supply that I have here, and you would just plug that in to get power right to here, just like that. So unfortunately, it is going to require some juice, so you're not going to be able to like take this on a plane from anything I've seen so far, unless you get a really powerful 65-watt battery charger that may be able to plug into this and charge it. So far, the battery chargers I have do not work. Only the official Nintendo Switch charger that works with the dock plugs into this, so you're still going to need to be plugged into an outlet from everything I've seen so far. But leave comments down below if you guys have found an actual battery that works with these things. But other than that, at least it's more portable and easier to take on the road. And then you obviously can now play your Switch. So the Switch is the most complicated of all of them to get it to work. There are going to be some cables around, but let me tell you, it's still worth all of the effort, in my opinion. Because the effort of getting these glasses to work on the Nintendo Switch and being able to play this in handheld mode, by using the 3D glasses, well, actually, you're not going to be playing in a handheld because it's docked. You're going to be using the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Being able to lay back and just play with the Pro controller is a fantastic experience in playing on these glasses. Again, if you're using a Nintendo Switch in dock mode on your TV, I think these are going to be an even better experience with a 120-inch screen in front of you and it being OLED. The colors are really crisp and really nice, and how bright those glasses get is fantastic. It's a really good experience, and I wish I could show you guys more so you guys can do it, but you're going to have to take my word for it, just like you've seen in all the other reviews of how great it is to be able to have that large screen in front of you. So guys, that is it for the actual glasses overview. Let me go ahead and switch over and give you guys my final thoughts on this. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that overview of the Nreal Air Glasses, as you guys can see here. And I think you guys know by how enthusiastic I was in the video and how much I really love these things. I know that this is the first generation and the first kind of seeing for us folks to be able to get into AR and what the AR future can hold. But this is exactly what we're all waiting for, is to be able to use AR in really small glasses. And yes, obviously the thickness is, of course, as you guys saw, bigger than a regular pair of glasses, but it is really close, and it is really nice to just be able to wear glasses on your head and get a virtual experience or AR experience like this, which I really really like. The glasses are really lightweight, they're really comfortable. As you guys saw, I have the you might have saw it in the clip there. Like I talked about, I do have prescription lenses on there, which I'm going to do a separate video on reviewing those because I just got those and I'm putting it through its paces, watching through them, and I'll have a separate review to let you guys know where I got mine from and where you guys can get your own. You could wear glasses with it. I was wearing these glasses that you see on me right now over the glasses. Of course, they're comfortable, but they're not the best way to watch things, of course, because you're wearing a glass on top of a glasses. No surprise there, but it did work, and there was room to do it. And I didn't have any issues with my glasses being able to do that, which was great. And I'm really happy as somebody who was a little bit nervous because I was like, oh, I don't have an Android phone that's compatible with this, so I'm not going to get the full AR experience where, everything is head tracked and stuff like that. It's just kind of staying in one spot when I'm watching a video. Is that going to be enough to justify the cost? Do I need these? And that's kind of where I came from. And as you guys can tell in my overview, even if you don't have an Android phone that's compatible with it on their website, I still think this thing is hella worth it, and it's one of my favorite products of 2022. I mean, being able to just play, to kind of sit on my iPhone and pull out, on a flight, or on vacation, or at a family's house, and just have this over 100 inch screen right in front of you, watching whatever it is, Netflix or Disney Plus or YouTube or all that kind of stuff on a giant screen like this is just fantastic on an iPhone. It's great. Of course, if you have an Android, it's going to be even better because you don't need that dongle that I showed you guys that you have to charge all the time. You'll just be able to plug in your Android phone immediately and be able to do all that, which is great. But for us iPhone people, for that small nuisance of being able to have this little thing charged with you, this little block, I still think it's way worth it for the experience that you get, in my opinion, to be able to watch videos and watch all this stuff anywhere you go. And even be able to play games on your iPhone if you connect an Xbox controller to your iPhone, which is great. And then, of course, the Steamdeck, one cable, as I showed you guys. Fantastic experience. The Steamdeck, of course, doesn't have an OLED screen on it and stuff like that. And I actually think playing on these glasses is probably a better experience than playing it on the Steamdeck itself. So if you're a Steamdeck owner, this is an amazing combination of Steamdeck and these glasses to be able to play this. And this is not just, I can play these and I'm having a less experience than I would if I was playing on the handheld. For me, that's not true. Playing these because remember, these glasses are 1080p OLED screens in here, and they're a better experience than what you got on the Steam Deck, which is just nuts that is the case. So that is really cool. And then, of course, the Nintendo Switch. Of course, a couple of cables that you need with that because you need it to have it in dock mode. But once you get those cables or use it on a dock, it's also a fantastic experience. Now, the Nintendo Switch, of course, the OLED version that I have does have an OLED screen on it. So, of course, that is not... you're obviously maybe not getting the full experience of an OLED if you're using the Switch, but it's really, really close. And the OLED screens on these things are fantastic OLED screens. And really, really, of course, 1080p again, so it's like you're playing a Switch docked in 1080p, so you're getting that extra fidelity a little bit when you're in 1080p mode, as opposed to 720p in handheld mode, so there is that as well. But the OLED screen on the Switch is really, really nice, and the colors really pop, so in that case, compared to the Steam Deck, playing on the Switch handheld is probably a little bit nicer, but they're really close where I'm not like, oh no, the graphics aren't as good, or the screen's not as good. They're really close, and it doesn't really matter. Play it where you can. And that combination of me using these three devices, my iPhone, my Steam Deck, and my Switch, just having a virtual screen anywhere I go, family, friend's house, vacation, flights, is well worth the cost of these glasses and these dongles, in my opinion, even without having that Android phone that gives you that extra functionality of being able to head track stuff, which is really cool. In itself, maybe I'll get to try that one day and make a separate video, but I don't have one of those Android phones right now to try. I do know that other people have talked about it, and they said things like, oh, imagine if you're watching a YouTube video like you're doing right now, where it's just tracked in front of you right now, because that's how these are done. Imagine it being tracked in virtual space, just like in VR, where you can kind of have a YouTube thing going on right here with glasses, and you can be cooking, and it could be a cooking video, and you can turn your head and be cooking, turn your head, continue watching the video. Obviously here you can't do that, because when you're turning your head on an iPhone or these devices, it's not tracking it in space, it's just looking at it and your head's locked to it. So the screen's going to move with you, and that means that you're not going to be able to cook in front of you because the screen's going to be blocking your view. Where if you had an Android phone that's compatible and it's obviously tracking it in space, you could have a YouTube video going on over here and still move your head. It will stay there and then continue cooking and stuff like that. So there's some use cases to be able to use an Android phone that are compatible with it that even make this even better. But I still think, like I said, these three devices, just the virtual screen, how good it looks and how amazing the quality looks on these, and how much of a real feeling you get that you have a 120-inch screen in front of you is just an amazing feeling anywhere you go. So that's the Nreal Air Glasses, guys. If you guys have any questions about anything you guys have seen in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.